This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
So before we get into the foundations and the backbone of this video, let's get the obvious out of the way. Now, the more weight divisions that you have, the more sanctioning fees a sanctioning body can take. Okay, so it's a business, and that's very, very important going forward. Now, currently there are 17 weight divisions in boxing. 17, from minimum weight all the way up to heavyweight. 17 weight divisions. And with 4 sanctioning bodies, WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO, potentially with 17 weight divisions and 4 sanctioning bodies per weight division, if we didn't have any unified champions, you could potentially have 68 world champions walking around. And that's not including the fact that to some of these champions, you have a super champion and a regular champion as well. And of course, when you start throwing in the international, the Europeans, and all these kind of things for all like sanctioning bodies, you're talking a hell of a lot of money, okay? Now, for me, 17 weight divisions is way too much anyway. Now, with Tony Bellew, first of all, congratulations to Tony Bellew on 2 points. Number one, getting the role as head of the WBC Committee. If anybody's suitable to be in charge and whip some of these old fellas into some kind of condition to making proper decisions, Tony Bellew is that man. Tony Bellew is very, very heavy on clean sport, first and foremost, which WBC, of course, are. So Tony Bellew is a great fit for that one. And of course, with Tony Bellew as well, he's very forward with his ideas. And I like a lot of his ideas. I think Tony Bellew is a great fit for it. And again, with Tony Bellew as well, if anybody knows about the bridge difference between a light heavyweight, 175 pound, to cruiserweight, currently 200 pound, at 25 pound difference, Tony Bellew knows all about that. If anybody's never seen Tony Bellew versus Adonis Stevenson, I suggest you go watch it, and you'll see Tony Bellew at light heavyweight drained. He looked awful, which is probably why he got beat up in that fight, or stopped even. So anyway, Tony Bellew is the perfect model, and again, congratulations to Tony Bellew as well for coming out with this idea. Now, is it an original idea? Not really. I mean, I said this quite some time ago, that there should be a weight division in between light heavyweight and cruiserweight, because that 25 pound difference is too much. For me, there should be like a light cruiserweight at 185, 188 pounds, maybe even 190 pounds. Just one division to bridge the gap. For me, the jump's too big. Now, 17 weight divisions currently. Tony Bellew wants to introduce 2 more. Okay, now for me, I disagree with the 2 more. As I just said, I think 1 is sufficient enough to bridge the gap between light heavyweight and cruiserweight. Bridge that 25 pound difference. Now, we're going to go through the weight divisions real quickly, of course. And we're going to start off with the minimum weight at 105 pounds. The next one will be a 3 pound difference at 108 pound for light flyweight. Then after that, you're adding 4 pounds to the flyweight. Now, for me, do you really need light flyweight? What's the point of a 105 up to 108 and then up to 112? Why not just go from 105 to 112? That's not a lot, is it? It's only a 7 pound jump. That's all it is, 7 pounds. For me, you don't need light flyweight. Bin that one off. Then, of course, when you're going from light flyweight which is, of course, 112 pound, the next one, you're adding just another 3 pound for super flyweight. Then after that, you're adding another 3 pound to bantamweight. So you're talking from flyweight up to bantamweight, it's what, 6 pound? Why do you need another weight division in between there to bridge a gap of only 6 pound? Do you really need super flyweight? I say no. Then you go from bantamweight 118, then you're adding 4 pound to super bantam, then you're adding another 4 pound to featherweight. Again, bin off super bantamweight. Now, I know all of these fighters down the lower end, this extra pound here and there is very, very important to them. I get that. I mean, maybe the whole thing just needs restructuring rather than just me saying, remove that one, okay? Maybe that's what it needs. But then it kind of like continues from featherweight 126 pound to only 4 pound difference to super featherweight. Then you're going up to a leap of 5 pound to lightweight. Now, for me, that isn't too bad. But again, maybe get rid of super featherweight. I mean, and just have a jump of 126 pounds to 135 pound, an 11 pound difference. Is that a lot? Maybe it is a lot. But then for me, after lightweight, it does make a bit more sense. Then you jump in £5 for a couple of weight divisions. So £5 for super lightweight, 140. Then you jump in £7 to welterweight, and everything tends to, in my opinion, even itself out. There's like a £7 difference. And then you're going up to super welterweight, then you go up to £160 for middleweight, then an £8 jump to super middleweight, then a £7 difference to light heavyweight. And then this is where Tony Bellew comes in. Tony Bellew is saying from light heavyweight £175 to a cruiserweight limit of £200, that £25 is too much. It's all about the health and safety. Now, what Tony Bellew is saying is keep the £175 light heavyweight, but introduce cruiserweight at £190. So take £10 off the current limit. Okay, that's fine. But then he wants to introduce a super cruiserweight at £220. So going from £175 light heavyweight to a new weight division of cruiserweight £90, that's a £15 difference. That's not too bad. For me, I can agree with that one. Personally, I'll probably go somewhere between £185 to £190, but anyway, it is what it is. So a £15 difference is much better than a £25 difference. So I totally agree with Tony Bellew. But then when he wants to introduce a £220 super cruiserweight limit, you're talking a jump of £30. So you're actually increasing the gap. So when we talk about health and safety, you're doing it a little bit more. You're going opposite to really what it is that they want to do. For me, I think super cruiserweight at £220, no need for that whatsoever. Of course, heavyweight, £220 onwards. So in fact, actually increasing the heavyweight division. And it won't be long before they start introducing super heavyweights and all that kind of thing. For me, that will just be a little bit disrespectful to the history of the heavyweight division. That is the golden division, right? But for me, if you're going to introduce two more weight divisions, there's too much of a gap. From £175 to £190, that's nice. But from £190 to £220, a £30 difference, that's worse than what we currently have. That's way worse, honestly. So currently for me, I would keep light heavyweight 175, keep cruiserweight at 200, and just introduce a middle one, a light cruiser, at 185 to 190, and keep heavyweight as it is. That's personally what I would do. But either way, it's a good idea, and I'm glad that Tony Bellew is actually coming out with these ideas and is actually putting them forward. Okay, so either way, we'll have to watch this space. But of course, WBC, they can't do it on their own. They're going to need all the other sanctioning bodies to agree to this as well. Okay, because obviously you can't just have these change of weight divisions without the other sanctioning bodies. You just can't do that, unless of course WBC are going to own all of boxing. Then maybe. So one champion for each weight division, maybe. Anyway, drop your thoughts below about it. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all in the next video.